Okay. Yo. Welcome to another episode of Win on Three. I'm your host, Spade Buster Free. You already know, man. So today we're gonna keep it short. Not gonna hold you. Not gonna hold you. All right. We're gonna keep it short. Just to what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and recap the games last night. Like Boston blew another 20-point lead, two games in a row, really unheard of, and we know what OKC did to Denver yesterday. I guess they was really pissed off about what happened in that game one. So there's like that was what you call a payback game right there. If you call anything a payback game, that's what you call a payback game, man. So thanks to everybody that watched the other episode, left the comments, gave me some feedback, and reached out to me. You know what I'm saying? Really appreciate it. So like I said, I'm gonna keep it going. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it going. So first order of business, man. The Boston Celtics, right? How they blew that 20-point lead. That is crazy. But you know what? Matter of fact, that is not my first order of business. My first order of business is to give some flowers to my dog, man. He already was in my mind to bring him onto the show as one of my guests. But I was waiting. Get the followers up, get the get it more off the ground before I even mention anything about it or anything like that. But I feel like it's a perfect opportunity since he did reach out to me. He gave me some compliments about the show, and I already know he was available for me whenever I needed him because that's the type of person he is. You know, this person he'll go back with me for since he was in elementary. So that's my little brother. You know what I'm saying? And right now, he is the head coach for the Elite Tigers. Which is our rival school. Growing up, we went to Deerfield, High, so that is our rival school. So, but he got the head coaching job over there. He was the girls' coach. Let me bring him up and move out the way. My boy J.R. McNabb. You already know J.R. Man, so they actually won a state championship this year. So I wanted to congratulate them. I congratulate them already personally, but I wanted to congratulate them on here and know that I will be having JR on here as soon as possible, as soon as I can. Once we get everything worked out, once we get this thing off the ground a little more. That's my little brother right there. So I appreciate you. Every time I always hit him up, he know that. He's always there. He's going to answer the call and he's going to tell you, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's what type of person he is. And, hey, man, congratulations. I know I told you already, but congratulations on the championship. I already know what kind of person you is personally, what kind of coach you is. We used to do things even years ago, man. And I know, you true to this. You know what I'm saying? You're not new to this. You is really true to this, all right? Again, thanks, man. Congratulations, Ely Tigers and Coach McNabb. All right. Now let's get back to those Celtics, man. Boston Celtics, 2 games in a row. They up 20. And what do? Automatically go to jacking up more threes, which is the threes that got them there, of course. But the threes could get you out of there too at the same time, and that's what's been happening to Boston. We all know that. Once you get them threes, you get three happy. You keep jacking them up. If you up 20 in the third quarter, New York need threes to catch back up to you, pretty much. You see what I'm saying? New York need to jack up them threes to catch back up to you. But you have to have a way to slow the game down to cut the game, to make the game shorter, make the game go fast. So you need to milk some clock. You got 2 guys that can play inside and out. You got Brown and Tatum that Tatum could get in the post. Brown could get in the post. So why not utilize them in the post and Porzingis with a 7'20", as big as he is, put him in the post somewhere. You see what I'm saying? So I think the coaching make a mistake. I think the coaching and Tatum. Tatum should know already, man. Come on, bro. Y'all just lost last game by 20. And you know the reason why y'all shot what fucking 5 for 40 from threes, and then you come back game two and you do the same thing after you up. So at this point, I think they can win some games, but I don't think they can win 4 out of 5 games against New York. Not the way they've been playing. New York's starting to like catch their stride, but I don't think they can win 4 out of 5 games against New York. Right? So it's gonna be tough if they do it. Hey, I'll be surprised, but I don't think they can do it. We'll just have to see. That's why they play the games. We'll have to see. So all right, man. Enough about that. So now let's go. Let's talk about. It's not much to say. It's not much to say about OKC and Denver. I pretty much felt like what happened yesterday. That's what was going to happen. No, I didn't think Denver could really hang with them boys like that. That first game, them boys came out a little sloppy, thinking they already got it. Basically, they already won the game and let them boys slip back in and take it. But I know OKC, once they feel like you got a chance to come back and beat them, if they have you down, they're gonna stump you down. Even them young boys that come off the bench, man. Them young boys off the bench, them boys get down. You know that. Them boys get down. Them boys don't even play, man. They come in there and they hungry too. They play defense. Everybody play defense on that team. Everybody hustle, and damn near everybody can shoot. So when you got OKC, man, it's not easy at all. So with me, I never thought OKC would I never thought they would sweep them. I would say six. I still think they'll beat them in six. I think Denver will win one when they get home. Denver will win one out of those 2 games, and then OKC will finish them out. I say OKC in six, man. Shea and them boys over there, them boys is deep, and then they got that boy Hardenstein. I don't know where he got that shot from, that little flick floater, but I think he noticed it at the end of the season, because that's when I saw he started using it towards the end of the season. He started doing that little pick and roll and then flicking that little shot up there, and it started falling, and he just hasn't been away from it since, and it just keeps falling. So yeah, man, I say I like OKC in six. I like OKC in six, man. So like I said, I'm not gonna hold y'all tonight, man. It's gonna be quick just to keep, like I said, keep the algorithm going. Still working on getting some stuff worked out. Still waiting on some people, to do some on their end, to collab with me on my end, so we can really get this thing going. But yeah, man, OKC in six. Yeah, okay, so now we're gonna go to tonight's game. All right, we're gonna talk about tonight's game. So for tonight's game preview, I do have my very first guest. I got a special guest, my very first guest on the show. Win on three, who's gonna help me preview this game tonight. All right, he's gonna introduce the game, and we're gonna see what's going on with tonight's game. So now, without any further ado, I'm gonna present to you my first guest on the show. Win on three. All right, for the Warriors and Timberwolves game, none other than my son, King Pierre. What's up, King? What's going on? What's going on?
Nothing. I just want to talk about the Golden State Warriors versus the Timberwolves.
All right. So what do you what do you say today about the game?
See, Seth Curry has an injury on his leg because he has an injured hamstring. And
Okay, yeah.
and Danny Green says it's not looking too good. What do you think about the game?
Well, with me tonight, especially like you said with that hamstring, I don't think the I don't think the Golden State Warriors have a chance. I didn't think they could have a chance last game with Curry. So with Curry being injured, um, I like I like Minnesota to win the game. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, who's gonna pick up their scoring without Curry? I guess Jimmy Buckets, Jimmy Butler is gonna be doing the scoring.
It depends. It depends because there's different players who could score. Players are different every day. They could do it without. They could not do it without Seth. But the coach says they have a pretty good chance of winning. They have an offense. So me personally,
Oh,
I think they could win it if they try hard enough.
if they try hard enough, I mean, yeah, we'll see. So but I think Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves, I think they have enough over there to beat them tonight without Steph Curry. That is that is what I think. And again, man, thank you for being my first guest on here. And hopefully we get to preview more games in the future. All right. So like I said, you just have to get on there and learn, practice and watch, and then sky's the limit, right? So we're gonna keep going. So what's some final words you want to give, or some advice you want to give to the people out there? Anything you in mind?
Um, to like, if you really want to get into basketball in the NBA, you gotta research. You gotta look through every little video. You gotta look hard in there. You gotta try hard, and that's all I gotta say.
All right, all right. And again, man, thank you for being my first guest. And this is gonna conclude. This is gonna end this episode today. All right. And again, this is Win on Three. We'll be back with some more insights. You know what I'm saying? We'll have more guests. And again, Amari, King, Pierre, thanks again, man, for being my first guest on here. I really do appreciate it, man. Thank you for taking the time to do it with me. All right. And for everybody out there, man, thank you again for watching, listening. If you go ahead and like, subscribe, and share the video. All right. That's what we need them to do, right, Mari?
Yeah.
Yeah. Subscribe, like, and share the video, man. And again, thank y'all for watching. Let's go watch the game tonight. Warriors and Timberwolves. I'm going for Timberwolves. So who are you going for?
I'm going for Golden State. I feel like they could do it.
Going for Golden State. All right. So let's win on three, man. Win on three. See you next time. All right.